Welcome back to the channel. Alright, today what we're going to be working on is we've got a Winchester model 190-22 that needs to be reblued. The gun itself had been sitting behind the seat of a truck for a while, had some weather damage to it and some really deep scratches in the receiver, and somebody had actually took and spray painted everything black. So I've already refinished the stock and the forearm, and now I'm working on the receiver and the barrel. I'll show you what you got here. Alright, we got the receiver here. I took some Scotch-Brite. Actually, I stripped it with some paint stripper. Took all the stuff off of it. And this side right here had some really deep cuts or gouges in the metal. So got those all sanded down, back nice and smooth. And took some Scotch-Brite, cleaned up most of the bluing off of it, because it was in pretty bad shape. The barrel was pretty rusted. So I've got it all cleaned up now, ready to receive some cold blue on it. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use got this single burner heater. We're going to use it to heat up the metal. And it was, I gave $13 for that at Walmart. I'm going to be using some birchwood Casey Perma Blue. I've got the liquid in the paste. I'll be putting 3 layers of liquid on here. And in between each layer of liquid, scuff it up with some 4/0 steel wool. And then I'll use two layers of the paste on there, or pretty much whatever it takes to make it look the best. But it seems like 3 and 2 is working pretty good for things. So when I get done with it, should turn out about like this magazine tube. We've done it, just finished it up just a minute ago, and it was completely solid silver, same color as that gun there. Turned out really good. Again, there's a steel wool you need to use because it's really fine. So you got 4/0 steel wool, some Scotch-Brite, some applicators, some sandpaper and stuff. So alright, here's what we're gonna get started on this, and I'll show you the progress as we go along. Alright, so we'll get this turned on, let it start heating up some. It should be glowing red a little bit. It's fine. Once we get it heated up, then it's good to have 2 people to do this task, so one person can do the heating and hold the equipment, unless you got a good table to put it on, and we're working on that right now. So on this Perma Blue thing that works best when you get this, if you just puncture a tiny hole in it, that way you can get just a little bit of the liquid out, and you can get it put on an applicator. So we'll get a new one here. I'm going to use these applicators here, and what we use to get started. So go ahead and pick this up, Christian, and we'll go over what we're going to do. So what we're going to start with here is we're going to heat up this bottom side. Then we're going to apply a layer of liquid. Once it sets for just 20 seconds, 30 seconds maybe, we'll wipe it down with a rag, and then we'll hit it with some steel wool, give another little shine to it, and then we'll put another coat on it. So we're going to put 1 coat on it and let you see what that looks like. Alright, so all we're doing is just letting it touch the burner. Just get a little bit hot. You don't want it so hot you can't touch it. You just want to get a little bit of heat on it so it's not cold. What we've seen is that the metal takes the blue in a whole lot better when it's just a little bit warm. So try to do this. All right.
I can try holding the phone for you.
I got it. Let me get a little bit of liquid on here.
Right.
All right, here we go. We're just going to get... Alright, we'll let that one sit on there, and then as it sets up, we'll wipe it down and get another coat on there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and heat up this whole, this end here, this receiver, the whole thing. Start applying a little bit to all sides of it. Try to work it a little faster. Alright, I think we're about ready. Alright, so what we done, we put a couple layers of the liquid on there. And I think the hardness of this receiver is a little bit too much for just that liquid. So we came back with the paste, put a good layer of paste on here, and it seems like the paste, it's going to take some of the paste bluing is going to be just fine with it. So we're going to work with the paste a little bit, get a coat on there, a couple coats, and go from there. So we're ready to wipe her down now. And then once we wipe it down, we're going to hit it with this steel wool, and we'll go from there. This is my first time using this product, and we're just trying it out and see how it works out on this gun. It's just one of my buddy's guns. He wanted to make it look a little better since it was spray painted black. So we're going to see what we can do with it. But we're ready to put another coat on. Alright, we got another layer of another coat of the paste on here. So yeah, the paste look like it's going to start turning this. I think it's going to work out. We'll get some color back in this gun with the paste. It seems to be working well. I plan on using some Brownells, Oxno Blue. I just didn't have any, and they didn't have any at the Bass Pro when I went by there the other night. So I'll just have to order some of that and use that on my next one. I got a Brown and A5 1950 that I'm going to be refinishing. And I'll probably use the Brownells on it. But here's the second coat of paste, so we're going to let it set for just a minute, and we'll wipe it off and see where it goes. Alright, so I stand corrected on the hardness of this receiver. Harder than I thought it was. The magazine tube was very soft, so the liquid worked great on it. The paste seems to be working though. The paste is putting some color on it. It's more of a brown than a blue though. So like I said, it's the first time using this product and attempting to do a cold bluing on a gun like this. So I don't know, we got about 9 coats of paste on it. We've done about 9 different layers, so we're going to do a few more, get a little more color into it, and then we're going to start on the barrel and see what we get from that. Like I said, it's just an old gun I'm practicing on for one of my buddies, and I think it's going to turn out okay.
Mr. Spider?
Alright, it appears that we increased the amount of heat that we're putting into this metal, and once we done that, it takes the paste, starting to get a lot more color into the metal now. So increased heat on this hardened metal seems to be the ticket. So we're gonna get one more on there. We're gonna wipe her down, wipe it back down with some steel wool, and get another good hot coat on there and see what it goes. It looks like we're getting a rustic brown look on this gun, and which is fine. It's going to look good. We've already refinished the stock and stuff, so I think it's going to go really well with it. Alright, yeah, we got a lot more color in here now. So we're gonna get let me see top of it. All right, the other side. All right, this side here, I didn't remove the bluing off of it, so the bluing most of it was still there from original, because once I stripped the paint off, this side we maintained it. And the other side would have had it if it wouldn't have had those really, really deep scratches. The deep scratches went from here all the way down to here, and it was just solid silver. The bluing was completely gone, and they were down into the metal. I had to sand down in there to get that done, get that out. So, all right, we're gonna go and throw some more heat on here, get her hot again, and we're gonna put another coat on here, and we're gonna see if that might be where we want to have it. So we'll watch him apply a coat of heat on this time. Like I said, all you need is a little cheap burner. Pick this one up at the old Walmart, and it was I think $12.98 or something like that, right there on the appliance aisle down for the microwaves and stuff. So, all right, well, I think we're good to go. We're gonna get this other coat put on here, and then I'll get back with you. All right, so we just got the barrel heated up. We put the first layer or first coat of the liquid blue, perma blue on it, and as expected, the barrel is quite a bit softer. So it took the coat of blue very well for a first coat. So we're going to be wiping it down and hitting it with some steel wool, and we're going to put a good 3 coats of blue in on here. See how she looks. If that looks good, then we'll hit it with the cream as a finish, and then we'll see what it looks like after that. So, but yeah, I think this is going to look good. That receiver turned out to be almost a rustic brownish color, so no longer a bright silver. All the scratches are gone. The barrel's looking a lot better. So, all right, this is what we got for now. All right, so we got 3 coats of bluing put on the barrel, and 1 coat of the blue and cream. So we got 3 coats of liquid, 1 cream, and matches up pretty good with the magazine tube. So it had some rust on the barrel, some pitting and stuff. So got all that off of it. There's the receiver. There's the rustic finish on it. So we're going to put some of it together and see how it looks now. We've got the stock and the foregrip, the forearm here. So see how she looks once we get her put back together. All right, so we got the gun put back together. Like I said, when this gun come from behind the seat of a pickup truck that had been sitting back there, the whole side of this was kind of deteriorated. All the varnish was going off of it, and it was real nasty. The stock had a lot of water damage on it right along in here. Really a lot of it right here. So we just sanded it down, refinished it. We stained it, put some polyurethane on it. Then cleaned the rust off the barrel, re-blued it with some cold blue, as you see in this video. Got it put back together. This gun still needs a couple things. I got to replace the bolt spring. The bolt spring is bent, and after a lot of actuation, it'll jam up. So I'm going to put a new bolt spring. And when messing with it, found out the front sight, the tip of it was broke off of it. So I got to get a new front sight, new bolt spring, and this one will be ready to get back to my buddy so he can hopefully not put it back behind the seat of a truck and kind of take care of it now. But turned out pretty good. Consider this is our first one that we've used any of this product on, and that we've actually taken down and restored like this. I guess you could say restoring it. We just refinished everything, got it back working. But I hope this video helps you out. If not, we're gonna make some more with the Brownells bluing that they have, and see how that works out. If you like the video, comment, like it, subscribe, and we'll be getting more videos up as we work on more guns. Thanks a lot. All right, it's been a couple weeks since we worked on this 22. I got some parts in to finished putting it back together, so I'll show you what we got here. Alright, I got in a new spring for the bolt because the other one's bad, real bad shape, and got a new front sight. This one actually has a brass tip on it. Got these from Numrich, and getting ready to take this apart, back apart, put these parts in. So I'll show you what I got when I get the bolt spring out. Alright, so I got the bolt spring removed, and the new one appears to be quite a bit longer, which is great. It's going to have a little faster recoil on it. This is the correct part ordered for this model, so someone may have worked on this in the past or just used a spring for whatever they had laying around to try to make this thing work. The problem with it was it would jam up after you shot it a few times, quit working. So we'll get these new parts in there and give her a test run to make sure it's good to go. Like I said, this is the new front sight for it. Knock that on there, go out, check it, work on the sighting it in, and everything should be good to go from there. Take it back to its owner. Thanks.